Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Extra Ops episode number 4 of Metal Gear Mondays, the Games Club style podcast where we cover all things Metal Gear from left to right, top to bottom, inside and out. As always, I am your host, Alessio Summerfield, and I forgot the semi-historical recreational order, my bad.
You mess it up every time.
Every fucking time. I'm sorry. Joining me this week, I have Sam Wright.
Oh, no.
Isaac
Hit
Lim.
me.
It's your boy.
And James Reichmuth.
Hi.
And special guest, special correspondent, friend of the show, Allis Chang.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly a hind in this weather.
Can you tell the energy is super high in the room?
Oh, yeah.
I like,
pumped.
speaking of hindies, friend of the show, Zach, who is on a special mission in an undisclosed part of the country.
What up, Zach?
He saw a hindee literally flying.
Hell yeah.
And he said, unironically, a hindee? And
That's pretty good.
Unironically,
That's for you, Zach.
yeah.
And someone that he was with understood that reference.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
That was the extra special part.
That's what matters. There's friends everywhere,
Yeah.
all around the world.
Metal Gear bringing people together.
Solving the crises.
Love really can bloom on the battlefield. Yeah, so this episode's weird. We're getting kind of introspective. It's dawning on me as I'm saying these words out loud that I hope this doesn't come across as, like, narcissistic.
Oh, we're going to get
It will.
narcissistic.
Oh, shit. Sam, did you say it will?
Yeah.
So on this special extra op, we're going to have Alice grill us. I hope, Alice, that you use this moment as a way to roast us about Metal Gear Mondays. So this is an episode of Metal Gear Mondays about Metal Gear Mondays. I can't think of a more meta thing to
Very
do on
meta.
a meta podcast about meta games.
Hurt me more.
Yeah, we're spiraling into oblivion.
I like it.
Spiral talk lately.
So yeah, Alice, do you want to ask, to get us started, do you want to ask the question that you asked us before we started recording?
Yeah, sure. So I was just kind of curious how you came up with the skit for PT, the PT episode.
Let's talk about skits. Sorry, I didn't mean to
It's
cut you off.
literally like
No, that's fine.
Her
Nobody's
apology
talking.
cut Sam off. I love that.
Nobody's talking. Look what
Wow.
you did, Alessio.
You're going to listen to an hour and a half of dead silence on this episode of Metal
Welcome to the story of Metal Gear Mondays. An hour and a half of silence.
Gear.
The
Brought to you
skits are
by
basically like people.
Yeah.
Basically like people who didn't study for the test and then decided they were going to cram for the test 15 minutes before the test.
Whoa,
It's like-
that's rude.
It
Sam.
actually, it's like, if you ever watched SNL, it's like that, but better, I would say.
Yeah,
A lot
so-
more prep work.
So we'll give you guys a peek behind the kimono when it comes to the skits. So depending. So we sorry, we have a spreadsheet. We have a spreadsheet where we know like every episode for the next like all the way up to like 120.
Yeah,
or
we
something.
use Google Docs.
Yeah, we use
'cause
Google
we're
Docs.
fucking fancy.
And what I will do is whenever I'm writing out the schedule, which every once in a while will kind of get tweaked, I will kind of brainstorm some stuff. And so sometimes I'll write the skit like in advance. Most of the time, however, I will write the skit the day before or the day of.
Keeps it fresh.
And I will write and kind of riff off of whatever the fuck is top of mind. And it actually kind of, by doing it late, it's kind of fun because then we can weave like inside jokes from previous episodes, or we can weave inside jokes from like Facebook or whatever. But I'll just kind of speed write it. And then most of the time, which happened on Uzumaki and Silent Hill 2, people on the show will not read the skits until the recording session, which makes for some very funny situations. But that's what happened on the PT one.
We do a lot of like ad-libbing and kind of making it our own as we do it too, which I think adds to it.
Yeah. So the dialogue is like a suggestion, and then we just kind of riff off of it. The one episode skit so far that I almost like broke character and had to like go into the other room because I was laughing so much was the episode where Sam and I had planned for Sam to be a priest, and I was going to be delivering my sins to Sam.
Yeah.
And then Isaac unscripted, Isaac comes out of nowhere and says that he has a sin to confess.
It was literally we had no idea it was coming. Whoa.
Whoa! I'm inside of an
There they
ambulance,
are.
guys.
Coming to get me, guys. Wish me
I'm
luck.
so sorry, Philly sucks
you're
so
fine.
bad.
Alice, if you could walk out.
I'm terrified. I was like, oh my god, can they hear that?
If you can just walk out on the street and tell them to fucking knock it off, that'd be great.
Oh my god, it's
He's like,
just.
could you not? I'm recording a podcast. I'm
I'm
sorry,
sorry.
They're like,
My
we are
apartment was
too.
on fire because the heater finally kicked in, so I had the window open. I was just like praying that a siren would not go off during this recording. And
You're in Silent Hill now.
Yeah, it's
Welcome to Silent Hill.
ridiculous.
Welcome to the other world.
So sorry, guys.
But yeah, so
But yeah.
when Isaac rolled in with that, I think you can hear it still. I tried to edit it out, but you can hear me just like going like in the background.
Isaac, can I talk to you about your inspiration for that? What like prompted you to throw that in there?
Well, it
Because was a
inspired
stroke of
me.
Genius.
It inspired me for the Uzumaki skit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wow.
Inspiration just hits you, like a
Yeah,
big.
Just kind of arrives.
When you have Snake's ass and all of the lady cleavage in your brain at all times.
Hey man,
That's all you can do. Alessia, let me ask you a question. What's
Sure.
your favorite skit you've ever written?
My favorite skit that I've ever written. Let me think.
I can tell you what mine.
Oh, I think my favorite skit was the Metal Gear Survive skit that I wrote.
The first one.
Yeah, I
a good
enjoyed
one.
it because like there was a bunch of sound design and Sam and I got to live our best lives in alternate dimensions. It was good.
And I think also it was like just to speak on it as well. It was like the ushering in of like the new era. We were coming back to doing this thing that we really love doing, and it was like the introduction of the skits. I don't know that we thought that the skit was going to be as prevalent in the show as it was when that happened, but it's great.
Yeah, I would like to in the future, and Alice, I told this to Isaac and Sam last night. In the future, I would like to set the skits in more exotic locales. So there's sort of been like a trend so far of us just being in Seattle or like at somebody's
Yeah, the last
house.
like 5 have been in Seattle. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so I'd love to like just to even put the audio of like a jungle in the background. I'd love to be like, "Hey, Isaac, what are you doing out here in the jungle?" So hopefully we can get
nothing.
something goofy.
Just digging a hole.
Digging. I want it to be like no matter where we are, we always wind up being in Seattle.
Oh yeah,
Just like, oh, well, we're at the pyramids of Giza, and you walk inside, and what's this? Seattle's inside the pyramids of Giza.
oh man, the
It's like,
space needle's inside the pyramid.
It's like Heavy Rain, like Norman Jaden's
Oh, yeah.
Ari thing.
Shit.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nam and Jaden.
Oh no.
Other
Not
crush
not
from the
Jaden.
video game world.
Oh, you mean the Swedish man trying to do a Boston accent? Oh, good
Hey.
God. That's what we
Great-
call a
great
Swedish
example.
meatball.
Oh, that's good.
My favorite thing in general, anytime we're doing something funny though, and I've probably been guilty of this several times on the podcast, is saying something just to make Sam laugh. Because Sam's laugh brings me so much happiness. Like it makes me so
Whenever-
happy.
There it is.
Everybody. It is. There's been, so a long time ago, we did, when Metal Gear Mondays started on a website called Geek Time that I was kind of a steward of for a while, and we did another podcast called the Geek Time Podcast, which was like the flagship podcast for that website. And I think one of the things was like every couple of episodes, somebody would say something so ridiculous that I would start literally breaking down. It's happened several times on MGM, but I would start breaking down and like having this hysterical laughter where I just could not come back from it. And it's
Yep, that's where my trend started because I feel like me and John McMeans were the ones to trigger that very frequently.
yes,
And so that show is what started my addiction of like making Sam laugh. Like I was like, I got to figure out how to make this boy crack up because it's great. So, I hope that answered your question, Alice.
Oh god. I don't remember what I asked.
I love it.
This is bad.
Welcome to this is Casual Mondays, where this is like wear your jeans to work Mondays.
Yeah.
yeah.
Just business casual
Spoiler alert,
Mondays.
I wear jeans to work every day.
Yeah,
Doesn't wear
same.
jeans to work these days.
It kind of sucks actually working at a job where like you can kind of wear anything because like I've noticed that anytime I have to go do like a formal adult thing, I just don't have the fucking clothes for it anymore.
I have like one pair of dress pants and like that's it.
Yeah, like I literally had to go spend a ton of money on like formal
Yeah.
wear the other day because I just don't have anything. But Isaac's always a fucking Superfly GQ model. I don't know if you guys know that about
It's
Isaac. Every time I see that motherfucker, he's like coming out of his Tesla, looking like he just came from a GQ cover shoot.
Yes.
He's also incredibly humble.
Yeah, he's also the most modest man that I know.
I think if Isaac was famous, he'd probably be voted sexiest man.
I'd give it to him.
Yeah.
I think he got sexiest man at our high school reunion.
Did he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so many.
that a thing?
So many. No, it wasn't a thing. But so many people were just like, Isaac, look at
Wow,
you.
what a glow up.
Look at that glow up. Isaac, can we just like spend some time talking about how attractive Isaac is?
Oh my gosh, what is happening?
I just want to
got
wash
that
my clothes
jawline.
against your abs. Is that something I can do?
Really solid jawline.
Really gives new meaning to fumbling in the dark with Isaac.
Oh my god!
Oh, wow, that happened.
I do love that Alice gets to be on an episode where we try to be very formal about a formal topic, and then she gets to also be on like the Metal Gear Mondays After Dark episode.
Yeah.
I'm totally fine with it.
Like what was that HBO show that was,
Taxi
like, all
Cab
about-
Confessions.
No, there's like, it was, like
Oz?
weird. It was like weird sex or something like that.
What?
Whoa!
What?
It's called Prickly Hard Bits. The show.
Real sex. It was called Real Sex.
Ah, yes, of course.
Oh, like REEL, like fishing sex.
No, like REAL, like the word real.
Oh,
You
sex
know?
as in SECTS?
That's the one.
It's about cults.
It's about cult. Yeah, it's about cults. It's my favorite show.
Like the horse?
Yes, correct.
Oh my god.
Alice, is I don't know how much of this show you listen to, but so Sam was there the day that I met the two hosts of Watch Out for Fireballs
Yes.
in person.
I remember I was there.
I was kind
one
of shook
that was the first time? Yeah, that was the first time
that we met. I think
That we met.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Was it?
Yeah. So I got to meet a bunch of podcast boys that weekend. I think it was because I think the first day we hung out and the second day we went to that thing. Is that right?
Okay. Why? I don't know.
I feel like
No. Because we went to Jungle Gyms.
yeah, I think that was the first day, and then I think the second day we went to Columbus.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, because James Bain
I don't
was
know.
there. Anyway,
It was one of the first couple of times we had met at the very least.
yeah.
And,
but I was fucking like visibly shaken. Like it was kind
there
of
was
weird.
I still have the picture of him. It's like he's just like cheesing real hard. It's the damnedest fucking thing. It's like this kid. He looks like he's like in 5th grade and he just met like the Harlem Globetrotters or something like that.
It's like I met Batman.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Alice I'm not trying to put that on you that you should feel that way about us, but is there any weirdness to the fact that you're talking to us? Does it feel weird to talk to disembodied voices like that you've been listening to at all?
It's surreal. It's not like weird though, like in a bad way. It's really cool, and I think that I'm slowly starting to like figure out what makes this such a well-rounded group of people to like have a podcast. You know, like I'm like overanalyzing it.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen the show Lost, but I went back in time and actually laid some items in front of James as a child, and one of them was a podcast microphone. He did not pick it, and so I was like, I got to come back in 15 years. And then I did, and so that's why we've got such a well-rounded cast.
Isaac went back in time, or Alessio went back in time. Alessio's actually all of our fathers.
Ah, shit.
Oh, God.
Oh no!
Oops, all
Good old
dads.
absentee dad Alessi.
Oops, all sons. The podcast.
Wow.
Me and my illegitimate sons of the show.
Just a big old family of boys.
Oh, my God.
Yikes.
It's just it's interesting though, because like I don't know, it's hard for me to say because I don't listen to that many podcasts, but I just think it's so entertaining because of like the different personalities you all kind of possess, and like Isaac's always kind of like in the background, like he'll say like one word and it's just like hilarious, like perfect timing. And I feel like I haven't experienced that on any other podcast. Maybe
Isaac's
they're just all
the,
really depressing or something.
oh, no. I just want Isaac to be in every podcast. Like he just comes out. They don't even announce that he's there. He just comes out to say one thing and then disappears.
It's
Can I
awesome.
do that? I would. I'll do it.
Yeah, I can't remember if I said. I can't remember if I said. I think I said this off mic before we were recording. Friend of the show, Rachel, said that Isaac sounds like he's waking up for the first time every time he
gosh.
speaks on the podcast. She's like, it's like you guys woke him up, and he's like, what?
That's
Like
apt. Okay.
Snorlax.
Yeah, she also
That's apt.
she also said that when we do movie reviews, we should make Isaac watch the porn parody and make us watch the regular film, and then compare as if we all watch the same movie.
No.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
Yeah.
So I want to give you guys an idea of timeline to go back to what we were talking about. The first time I ever met Alessio in person, we've known each other for longer, but in person was on July 10th, 2015.
Oof. And that's we started
year.
podcasting together in 2009, right?
Yep.
So 6 years into knowing each other, we finally found each other's bodies.
And then, oh, gross.
Hold on. Whoa.
like that.
Before you go on, you said you started podcasting in 2009.
Yep.
You've almost been podcasting together for 10 fucking years.
Oh
Yep.
my
Get the fuck
god!
outta
No,
here.
it's over 10 years. I think.
Over.
It's 2018.
Oh yeah, you're
It's,
right. I'm sorry.
2018.
Sorry, I was doing 18 minus 9. My bad. Oh yeah, that's still no. That's right. That's 9 and 9.
That's
I'm dumb.
still 9.
I'm still dumb. I'm
And
gonna leave
then you came back to Ohio in November for the
Oh,
podcast,
gotcha.
or for the OGDE Game Dev Expo.
Yep. Where we got
And I
to
just found-
we got to hear the guy who composed the music for Banjo Kazooie talk.
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
Grant Kirkhope. It was very cool.
You have any good gems? You remember anything from that talk? Anything you want to share?
Yeah, the weird thing
Yikes.
was that he did Banjo Kazooie and he also did the Civilization games.
Oh, that is
music.
weird.
He also retweeted me. So that was cool.
Oh.
Everybody retweets Sam. That's like a
Oh, yeah,
it's an
Edgar Wright did
ongoing thing.
Yeah, Edgar Wright. Cool people. I found the
NBD.
I found the picture of I found the picture of Alessio standing in between Cole Ross and Gary Butterfield.
Oh no.
And number one, it's the best picture ever. I'm looking since I took this picture, I've thought that Alessio was just doing thumbs up because his whole MO that weekend was like every picture he was in, he was going to do a thumbs up.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking at it. Alessio. Okay, no, it's just a shadow.
Okay, I thought Sam was gonna be like, Alessio has a raging erection.
No, there's the shadow in the picture makes it look like you're doing like a finger guns at the camera.
You're doing an ocelot?
Oh yeah,
No,
it's
but
Ocelot
it's
in the
just a
president's
shadow
window,
playing.
doing the little double pistols.
Yeah.
I wish this
And
were like a
then-
situation where like Sam's looking at the old pictures and he's like, "Wait a second, is that Isaac?"
In
Isaac's
the
just, like, in
background.
the background of every photo.
And then March of 2016 was when I went to St. Louis and met Isaac and James in person
Sup,
for the first time.
boy?
Oh, and then the entire city of St. Louis embraced you as the champ.
There was like a
I became the
parade
champ
for
of St.
Sam.
Louis. It was really great.
Yeah, Alice, I need to tell you this story. This is fucking wonderful. So Sam came to visit in St. Louis. Sam is a big fan of wrestling. If you haven't heard on other episodes,
Yeah, did you tell this story on the podcast?
I think so.
I think
Yeah,
so.
maybe I did. So yeah, so Sam became the fucking champion of wrestling in the city of St. Louis. It was
Like
great.
the chief of police was high fiving him and shit. It was crazy.
And again, I think. Hold on, what's the timeline on that? What year was that?
That was
2016.
March 25th, 2016.
All right, hold on. I gotta check something out real quick.
Good time to be alive.
Give me.
Yeah,
one
I love the
quick
picture.
second.
I love the picture. So one of the pictures when Isaac showed up and we took a picture. I think Kristen took a picture of me, Alessio, and Isaac sitting on the couch at the space that these guys used to be in.
Oh.
And I love this picture because we're talking about Isaac being like this height of fashion guy. He's got like his leg like crossed over his other leg, and then like his cufflinks are rolled up immaculately. Like his cuffs of his pants are rolled up like perfectly.
If I'm lying, I'm dying. All right, that's all I gotta say.
Isaac, you are stunning.
That was
10 out
amazing.
of 10.
10 out of 10 boys.
Wow. Question for Alice, so that we can even this thing out. Alice, what games do you play that aren't Metal Gear? You've been very cagey about that. I don't think I've ever heard you mention other games.
I've been cagey?
No,
What?
I'm being
KG. Wait, hold on. KG in the sense she
Nicholas
mentioned Heavy
Cagey.
Rain earlier. Is that what you mean by KG, Alessia?
I meant David. You've been David Cagey.
Okay, let me try to like
Thank you,
mentally
James.
look at my...
James and I have a Penn and Teller situation.
Silent Hill was like
Which one's
huge.
Teller?
I don't know. You said Silent Hill.
Silent Hill.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, do I have a
What's
surprise
your
for you. We did a 3 fucking hour episode on that game.
The second one?
Yeah.
Yep.
So excited.
It's very good. The skit's pretty good too.
Oh man, Pyramid Head, like
you guys
the
want to just
best
listen to that?
villain.
We should do commentary episodes where we just listen to the episode and do commentary on the episode.
I am all good on that.
Do you have any
You think-
games that like if somebody asked you what your favorite game was and it wasn't Metal Gear, and it wasn't Silent Hill 2, what would you say?
Oh no, that's so hard. Why is everybody laughing at me?
No, I'm laughing because I
wasn't
looked over and
laughing.
James
I was
is laughing.
silently awaiting an
Whoa.
answer like a polite person.
I mean, Silent Hill is really up there. It's really up there. I mean, I played, the later Final Fantasies, like 8, 9, or not, not 8
it's
and
so
9.
good.
Sorry, not 8 and 9. I watched all the videos for them, but 10, 11, 12.
You played 11?
Was that the online one?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Wait, no, I played a Realm Reborn. Sorry.
Oh, cool.
14.
Great game.
And
Great
then
game.
13.
I have probably said this before. I'm going to say a controversial opinion. I don't think that game is as bad as everybody says it is.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's what was Lightning, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's not awful. It's okay.
The first one's the worst out of all three.
Yeah, but it's not like a fucking awful game. Like, it's okay.
No, and plus it has lightning. I mean,
Yeah,
she
Lightning's
alone
great.
makes it worth playing.
Lightning is a babe.
Yeah.
I'll
Jeez.
give
I
it.
will
Oh.
say I'm halfway through 10-2, and I've been meaning to play it.
Alice.
And
What? I mean, she's just like, oh, hero.
whoa, be still my heart. But yeah, so I have a copy of 13 Lightning Returns, and then I'm halfway through 13-2. I need to eventually play them, but this fucking show keeps happening.
Well, we have a fucking podcast where we play games for it.
Yeah, but I'm not going to make you guys play 13-2.
Thank
Yeah, 'cause
God.
I'm not going to play it.
Alice, if you
Go on.
Tell me more.
That's good.
if
We're
you
just
had
gonna all
to
chant home for like 5 minutes.
if you had to top of one second.
Russian.
This is like when
take a
Isaac.
breath.
It's like when Isaac fucked up reading that letter for like an hour.
It's okay, buddy. Take a lap. Take a lap. Try again.
If you had to make a suggestion for a game that you wanted us to cover for the show that we haven't already covered, what would you have us cover?
Ooh.
I'm waiting.
God damn it.
This is so
Be
hard.
nice.
I'm trying to think like what I played more recently because I'm, like I said, I'm really picky about games, so my knowledge is kind of limited.
I'm like a garbage disposal with video games. Just go ahead and just put them in there. It's great. It'll be fine.
Wow.
I'm kidding. I'm not.
Because
I mean,
didn't cover
I was for a
those-
moment whenever we played
You're ping-ponging back
murdered.
and forth so
when we
hard.
played Murdered Soul
Oh god,
Suspect.
let's just forget
What a
that game
game.
existed.
Ugh.
I think we did.
Yeah, until this moment, I had successfully blocked it out. But here we
What
are.
if- I mean, Fatal Frame would be a cool one just because it's
Ooh,
terrifying.
Fatal Frame would be a cool
Yeah, I do
one.
have
That would
one.
be
I have
cool.
1, 2, and 3 sitting on a bootleg PS2 hard drive.
Damn,
Isaac
those
knows
games are
about that
good.
lifestyle.
Oh yeah. Hey.
Yeah, I mean, I was honestly going to ask you, like, if you were going to do another video game podcast, what would you even pick? Because I feel like I
Like
don't
a
know if you could do
franchise?
one. Yeah, I just don't know if you could do one as long unless you pick Final Fantasy and then just forget it. You
I
can do
know.
forever.
Dude, if we did Final Fantasy, it's like fucking 17 episodes
No
per
life.
game.
Forget you have a life.
Yeah, exactly. We've joked around about that. Me and Sam said that if we were on a deserted island and we had like a passion project that we could do, it would
Oh,
absolutely be a
wow.
Final Fantasy podcast.
It'd be so much. Welcome to episode 80 of our Final Fantasy VI coverage.
I'm like blanking. I'm sorry.
Oh, no,
I
you're
don't
totally
know.
You're fine. Do you have any games that you play with people like in the flesh, like human multiplayer, couch co-op?
What a
We
weird
used to
way to
play
ask
Little
that
Big Planet
question.
a lot in college. We used to
You
play
play
Little
what?
Big Planet. Little Big
Oh,
Planet?
LBP?
A lot.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of Metal Gear Solid 4 content in that
How
game.
about Little Big Planet?
Yeah, I remember that. I was so hype
classic.
on that.
There's old Sack Merrill. There's a Sack Old Snake.
I think I always wanted the Psycho Mantis armor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
And they had like little sack people hanging off.
The only thing that sticks out in my mind about that game is that I remember when I first got a PS3, I was for some reason addicted with downloading game trailers to watch for upcoming shit, because I think when the PS3, when I got one, like there weren't a lot of games coming out.
Yeah.
And the trailer for Little Big Planet had the Go Team did a song for it, and so I was really hype about that. I was like, this is great. I'm pumped. But yeah, we should probably talk about the topic again. Alice, do you have any questions about our podcast?
Yeah, I mean,
Thank you for playing along with this, by the way. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we essentially have forced this poor person.
Yeah, we were like, hey, come be on an
person.
episode. Also, we're going to torture you.
Yeah, hey, you listen to our show. Talk about how good it is.
No. Ask us anything. Like even
Tell us how terrible we are.
Oh yeah.
Hurt
me more.
How did you all land on Metal Gear as a...
Ooh, that is actually a good story.
Okay. Yeah, so check it. Much like how you got to the podcast by looking at Metal Gear stuff, I remember in Metal Gear Solid 4, there is a podcast that you can listen to on your iPod in the game. And there's like 10 episodes of this podcast of the developers from Konami Entertainment America talking about Metal Gear. And so I was trying to find those, and I was like, oh, surely Konami did not just like wipe that shit off the face of the earth. Like, surely it's on iTunes or something. So I remember I would periodically check, and it would always just be like a fan podcast, not a fan podcast. It was like a fan radio drama was the only thing that would come up. And it was like 5 or 6 episodes, and somebody had written a fan fiction and then gotten a group of people together to like reenact it as like an audio recording. And that was the only thing that would ever come up, or it was like IGN covers Metal Gear, or it'd be like Retronauts doing a Metal Gear episode or whatever. And I think that might have been, honestly, how I found Watch Out for Fireballs, if I remember correctly, was they did a Metal Gear episode. But I kept searching, and so finally Sam and I were kind of racking our brains because, as we mentioned before, Sam and I podcasted for a really long time. One of the big hurdles that we had to kind of get over is like, we were doing a general video game show, and we were like, fucking nobody is listening.
Yeah.
Like, what do we do? And I just remember countless nights Sam and I would be on the phone trying to figure out, like, what the fuck do we do to get people
what's
to listen?
our angle? What's our niche? Because at the time, Geek Time kind of shifted away from it, but at the time, articles on the site were a big thing, and Metal Gear Mondays was actually an article series that Alessio was doing, writing about Metal Gear.
Yep. I was a contributing writer to Geek Time, and that's how I met Sam. And I think for a long time, no offense to Sam at all, because Sam did a shit ton of writing, but for a long time I felt like there was a stretch where I was the only one writing anything. It was like me and Sam, I think. Like, me and Sam were the only two people writing anything. And I tried to, at one point, write like one article every day or two, or like every week minimum. And so I started to rack my brain for ideas. And so one of the ideas was I did Alessio's Beastly Backlog, which was me tackling games that I was kind of trying to finish. And it was very fun. And then the other one that I did was Metal Gear Mondays. So every Monday for like 15 weeks or 10 weeks or something, I put out an article about the Metal Gear games. And so when we were racking our brain and I was going through the website again, I was like, dude, what if I did a podcast version of Metal Gear Mondays? And we could finally have that podcast that we wanted to listen to. And I was thinking about the way to structure the format, and that's when I had found like Watch Out for Fireballs, where their whole shtick is like Gary and Cole play a game, and then they kind of talk about it, and they go through everything that happens in the game like it's a book club. And so that's where we landed, and then we did a pilot recording, and the pilot just ended up getting released as the first episode, which was, I think, 3 years ago next month.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, it was. Well,
I was actually going through.
It's been over 3 years at this point, because I posted a thing on Twitter. I used Time Hop, and one of the things that I posted was, let me see if I can find the post, on October 6th, 2015,
2 days after my birthday.
I posted a tweet calling for questions about Metal Gear Solid 1. To talk about on Metal Gear Mondays.
So that means we recorded in September, I think. Yeah. So September of 2015 is when we started. Yep. And it was me, Isaac, Sam, and Cameron.
Wow, what a time.
So there's your answer.
We're really, really quick before. Oh, never mind. It was going to be a stupid thing, but I can't do it right now.
Oh, okay. Alice, you got any hard questions that are going to require us to break taboo?
What the fuck does that mean?
You break that question down a little bit for me real quick?
Sam, do you want to do a quick, what is it, kill, marry, fuck on your co-hosts?
Oh, no.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, Sam.
No.
Again, putting it right back to Sam.
Stay away from me.
Oh, God.
No, I will not. So, we will not put that on a guest.
No,
Sam's not a guest.
No, I know.
I'm not a
I
guest.
said we're not going to put that on a guest, so I'm not going to ask Alice.
I
She
knew
said,
it.
"Oh no, please not."
Oh, right. I agree.
I would marry and fuck Isaac.
Oh, well, that's my answer.
And then I would kill him because he's too beautiful.
Because you
my
wanted
God.
to, you just wanted to
Great.
destroy something beautiful. Is that why?
Right.
Yes.
So in that order?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So you
because
you got to marry him
because you have to-
first.
Yeah, I don't want to be improper about it. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Yeah, I think that's my answer as well.
Okay. How about you, James?
Oh, yeah, no, same answer.
Isaac, does that change your feelings of recording this podcast?
Duh.
A little bit.
This is going to be the podcast that when Isaac's running for president, somebody's going to dig this up and be like, "What
Oh,
the
no.
fuck is this?"
I'm just trying to get that Tesla, guys.
Yeah,
Let's
definitely
be
not the
real.
previous episode because then he's going to get into office quicker with the breast comment. But
Yeah.
sorry.
I like beer.
So
There's one of those patented, perfectly timed Isaac responses.
wow.
Isaac,
No.
shame.
That was good timing, though. I'll tell you what.
Oh, I just realized that same from that one skit a million years ago is the same as shame.
Shame.
Yep. Same.
Same.
All right, Alice, hit us again.
So
Like
Hit us
literally.
again. Hit me again.
Again,
Hurt me more. She's never gonna want to record with us ever
Fuck
again.
no.
Dude, we're putting her through the trial. This is the
This is the
Yeah,
trial.
this is
the gauntlet.
This is
some weird
this
blood
is the
and
water
bloodhouse
temple
shit.
of being
the
on
water
the show with
temple.
us. Yeah,
Oh,
You
yeah.
have your boots on?
Oh, no.
of course.
So I'm curious because like podcasts are kind of an interesting form of shareable media, right? Do you ever get nervous, like even after all this time, or like I don't know, fear of judgment? I guess probably not, right? Because you're just talking.
Ooh.
No, last episode I kind of got scared that I was going to say some dumb shit. I'm going to be real with
Yeah.
you guys.
Yeah,
So-
like the...
Yeah, like
which
the
episode?
like extra op 3, like
yeah.
just literally just earlier today. I was like, because I really just didn't want Alice to feel like the token female voice, and that we were trying to put her on fucking trial or something. So I don't know. I yeah, sorry about.
I am constantly on edge that I'm going to say something so fucking stupid, and the legitimate way that I deal with that feeling is to just lean into it and just cuss a lot and then say stuff that I know is stupid. That way, it's just like my aesthetic.
Yeah, again, it's like the White House. You just say enough dumb shit that when you do say the one really big dumb thing, nobody notices.
Isaac, do you get nervous?
I actually do.
Wow.
Isaac's like, you want
can
to
tell.
know my secret? I'm always nervous.
That perfect
Okay, so-
facade is crumbling.
Back last year,
He has a perfect brain.
back when we did guests like every single episode, that's when I kind of got the most nervous because all these people, every episode was like a new guest, pretty much.
A good amount of them were like podcast people too. I will say, I think
Yeah.
that season made me the most nervous. Like talking to Patty and talking to Cole, and those guys just kind of made me a little worried.
Yeah. Like the bigger podcast guys, I definitely felt very obligated to just, or not obligated, but like felt very scared to say a lot of things because I didn't want to, the perception that they would have on me. but which is dumb, They probably don't care.
Yeah. Patty was great. I think Cole was a little hard to read. I felt, honestly, when we got out of that, I felt, unfortunately, like we might have, to some extent, kind of wasted some of his time. Was my biggest fear. Because, like, if I remember correctly, that recording went really long. And so I just honestly was just super thankful that he stuck around for the whole thing. But yeah, I think that was the most. You can hear it in the episode, I think. If you listen for it, you can tell I'm super fucking nervous.
Is it hard
I remember
to work
Alessio.
with? Sorry.
I was just going to say, I remember.
Whoa.
Here we go.
Sorry.
Here it is.
You go, Isaac, you go.
Well, I was just going to piggyback off of Alessio's nervousness on that Cole episode, because all those episodes leading up to that, Alessio's kind of loosey-goosey, and I just remembered Alessio getting real tense and just real, like, proper.
Yeah, he was very concerned about, like, impressing Cole.
Yes.
Oh, no. I will say,
that's
I
fine.
think that episode was kind of the sea change episode, because I think from that episode onward, I think the format and the way that we intro and outro the show kind of became more solidified.
Like it started tightening itself.
Yeah, so I think the show itself became a little bit of a tighter production after that episode.
Wow, thanks, Cole.
James is like, goddamn.
Good job, Cole.
Good job,
Yeah.
Cole.
Alice, what were you going to say before Isaac fumbled?
Sorry, I cut you off.
I guess I'm just curious, like, how you, like, if it makes it difficult with a guest, because it's almost like you're so used to one another all the time that is it kind of like this, like this invader that you're just like, oh, we don't know, it's going to be a wild card, like Charlie.
Oh no, Patty was definitely the wild card, because Patty's a fucking hoot and a holler. That man
He
was
has
great.
a lot of energy.
Yeah, I think so both of because we had two UK podcasters. We had Patty, and then who was the other gentleman? I'm totally blanking right now. Oh no.
Was it Ben Garabati Smith?
Yeah. So we had some UK guests, and I remember specifically, I was nervous because I was like, I don't know how to judge these guys, because on Twitter they kind of bounce back and forth between being very jovial and being very like calm, cool, and collected. And I know for us it was actually particularly difficult because we had the three of us, but then they were fucking like 8-hour time difference. And so just the scheduling, I was like, fuck, how's this going to turn out? But they were great. Holy shit, they were great. They were a lot of fun.
I'll say for myself, I don't think it's like, I treat it as like, say you have like a group of friends and you are trying to introduce a new person into that group of friends. It has that like weird, awkward kind of like starting off point, and I don't necessarily think that's bad. I think it's like, it's
natural.
The way things happen to be, and the way that like adult humans who generally struggle with anxiety and other things of that nature deal with new things.
It's weird that three of the four of us, I think, I don't want to speak on James's behalf unless he agrees with this. I think knowing Sam and knowing Isaac a lot before doing the show, it's funny that three of us legitimately struggle with anxiety.
Yeah.
Like it's a very weird
bad
thing to choose to do if you have anxiety problems.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's a good thing to choose to do if you have anxiety problems, because like nobody can see you and you can edit it later, right?
Oh, that's a good point.
You know what I mean? You've got a lot of freedom and flexibility with the format, and what I do to not be nervous with you guys in particular is, it's always like having a guest for me. I keep all of you at arm's length. That way, I don't form any real relationships.
Oh, no.
I come in
no
fresh
bonds.
every time. I feel great. No bonds.
No attachments.
Isaac, I have a question for you real quick, and then I have a question for James after. Isaac, do you think... So Isaac and I'm sure... Like, I know patrons definitely know this. I don't think everybody knows this. Alice, you may or may not know this. So Isaac and I used to perform music for several years. And when we would DJ and perform music, we would wear masks. And one of the cool things that I noticed about Isaac during that time, and I don't know if I did the same thing, I probably did, but one of the cool things that I noticed is that when Isaac was on stage with the mask on, Isaac became a different person. He was very physical, very animated, very fun. He and I both sort of had a lot of physical comedy. It's weird to say that we DJ'd hard electronic music and it had physical comedy. but we were very theatrical. And I will say that if it was not for us performing in college together for several years and just having a ton of fun being fucking weirdos, that I don't think we would have been comfortable doing this podcast in the same way.
Yeah, I'd agree. I mean, in a way, it's kind of like a mask because we can't really see each other. I mean, we could. But then we have that sort of anonymity behind it.
Yeah, like we could put on personas, you know, like people,
right? Yeah,
like if people listening to this might assume that like maybe in our day-to-day life we're very different. Like we could be anybody on this podcast. You know what I mean?
It's true. Yeah.
But James, I do have a quick question for you. So James used to do for a while, and I think has aspirations to do it again. James used to do a podcast where he would interview independent video game developers.
Yeah.
That's very different than this,
It is.
where we're just fucking goofing all over the place. What's that like compared to
so
this?
interestingly, I was going to say, and then I forgot it, and then we moved on. You did the really smart thing that made that easy before we did the last episode with Alice. You had a lot of one-on-one conversations with Alice before we actually got her into a recording situation. I think like that's kind of part of the key of doing a show like that where you're interviewing somebody new and different every week is like you have to have good pre-conversations and you got to make sure that like it's not going to be a train wreck when you start talking to them. And like yeah, it's just like you got to do a lot of work on that nobody's ever going to see to make sure that the thing that people do see isn't trash. And I think that you did a really good thing in having those conversations.
We also do a fuck ton of notes for this show.
You have a ton of notes.
Yes.
And
that's the most time-consuming part, I think.
Yeah, did you always do the notes like you do, or was that another thing that got tightened up kind of as you went?
I think that's actually been more consistent.
Yeah.
Because, I think from the beginning, I would play, and it actually kind of makes playing the games so... Maybe eventually at some point we'll talk about it, but I know around the time that Sam... I think it was 2 episodes before we took the big break, before we took the long sleep. Sam said that he was going to quit doing the show for a while because of the move and the new job and stuff like that. But we had all had conversations leading up to the big goodbye that, honestly, when you fucking have to pause the game every 10 seconds to write a note down, it makes playing the game not enjoyable anymore. And I don't mean that in a way that like I don't get any enjoyment from playing games for this show. I just mean that like I have to start and stop so much that it's hard to like lose myself in the game. And so depending on the game, like obviously with PT we kind of did it differently. But some of these games, what I'll do is like I won't take any notes, and then after I finish playing, I'll like watch a walkthrough online and take my notes again. That way I can like have fun and feel it and enjoy it and kind of get used to it, and then I can take the notes later. But for the most part, we pretty much pause the shit, take notes, and then press play again, and it kind of sucks.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Kind of.
I want to step back for a second and go back to kind of the nervousness that you guys expressed. Do you feel so? Like, let's talk specifically about having a guest on. Is it more nervousness in the lead up, and then once you get going, you're good, or is it nervousness throughout?
I think because of the nature of podcasts, it's nervousness throughout.
Interesting.
Because there's like a lot of breaks. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the other thing of it too is it's just kind of like having a phone conversation as well. You can't, like, generally speaking, and to kind of, so we're doing it right now because of like bandwidth and shit like that. When you're recording a podcast, you're not necessarily looking at the person.
Yeah.
And it's very hard to read a person over the phone.
That's super interesting to hear.
Yeah. Especially, so again, going back to, I think it's episode 23 or 24 that Cole is on. That episode was really weird because I know Cole from his podcast has like a really fucking fun sense of humor when he's talking to Gary.
Yeah.
But I also know that Gary does a good job of pulling that out sometimes.
Right.
And so whenever he was on our show, I was super stiff and kind of professional for the beginning of it, but there were definitely moments where we all laughed our asses off. But every single time we would say a joke, part of me kind of held my breath for a second, and I was like, I hope he laughs. And then he would laugh, and I'd be like, okay, cool, let's all laugh.
That's interesting.
But, yeah, I don't know. I think it was easier with Alice because she and I were able to talk on the phone.
Right.
And I think we have kind of, in general, I feel like there's kind of a communal sense of humor with this group that we have on here right now that like I think we all kind of share to some extent the same sense of humor, kind of. Would you agree, Alice, or did I just put words in your mouth?
No, I would. Yeah.
Alice is like, I thought that coming in, and then I realized I fucking hate you guys.
Yeah, Alice is like, you're making me listen to your
out.
podcast live. This is dumb.
To kind
This is awesome.
to kind of add to it too, I think like I remember something that that Alessio said about doing this with Isaac, and and having had that relationship that they had before. A lot of it too was it was very comfortable for me to do this with Alessio because we had of course podcasted for several years together before we started doing this, and even before we started doing that, like we had a lot of interaction because I was kind of directing the writing of the site.
Oh yeah, we would email each other a lot.
Yeah, so we would have a lot of like conversations back and forth. So it felt a little bit easier to kind of get into the groove. But even still, like when I first started podcasting with Alessio, it was a lot of like feeling out the process and things like that. Because the people that we started doing it with, which was Jordan and Aaron, at the time when it first started, Jordan I'd known for a long time from a different website before that, and Aaron was one of my friends that I had known from outside of the internet.
Yeah, I was the wild card. I was Charlie
Yeah.
Day.
Yeah, Alessio was the wild card.
Oh, and I took advantage.
So
I took advantage of that shit frequently. Like I would just say some off the wall shit, and everybody'd be like, "Excuse me," and I'm just like, "Well, wild card."
Yeah, and then by like episode 9, I was completely with it. But
which is amazing because there was no swearing on that podcast for a very long time, and then I brute forced the swearing into the show.
Yeah, because like the thing of it is, like everybody on the show except for one person swore in real life, and it was kind of like that person owned the site, so we kind of followed the mandate. But then eventually he just gave up and then stopped being on the podcast, and so it just kind of turned into Mad Max.
Yeah, to tie it back into Metal Gear, it's very much so like Metal Gear Solid 1 and Metal Gear Solid 2, where at first we were just like, damn, and like that slipped, like it was fine. He's like, oh, that's fine, it's damn, whatever. And then like as they continued, it's like Metal Gear Solid 4 and 5. I'm pretty sure somebody says fuck. Yeah, Miller, I believe, says fuck in 5. And so eventually I was just like, I said fuck on the podcast. Jordan was like, oh no. Yeah, I can't remember what it was. There was definitely like a moment where like as it came out of my mouth, I was like, whoops, oh no.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess now that I'm thinking about it, like I've kind of vetted everybody individually without even thinking about it subconsciously, because like me and Isaac did music together, me and Sam did podcasts together, me and James do movies together. So I think in coming all together, it was pretty easy because we all kind of have like a center point.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it would be as successful if it was a different medium, like video?
We tried it kind of, and I do think it was less successful.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But then it was also not like the most interesting way to do it.
The videos weren't good. I think that like what Sam is doing with video right now has the potential to like be very successful, but obviously that's not its own thing. Like that's supplemental, but
it just requires so much editing. Like the
so
podcast
much more
requires
production,
editing,
yeah.
but it's not that much editing in the grand scheme of things. But the video component, mother of God,
right.
the
Well, and
editing.
especially with us all being separated from each other, like it's just like kind of a feat to pull off video. If we were all here, like maybe it'd be different, but I don't know.
True.
Podcast is such a unique medium and so good for like this book club style thing that we do.
Yeah. It's fun. I really desperately do wish that like everybody who's on this episode right now that we all did live closer together. Because I would love to continue doing music with Isaac, and I know that like we've tried in the past for me to like record something and send it over, and for him to record something and send it over, and it's not the same. Like it just kind of loses the magic, like the spontaneity, I guess.
Yeah.
And then even with Sam, like I would love to just fucking sit down and play board games with Sam and just fucking be goofy and creative and come up with stories together and stuff. And I know James and I have.
Game?
Oh shit!
Fuck.
What
I
board
want to
game?
listen. I want to play a legit game of D&D with all y'all.
Hell yeah!
Let's do it.
Hell
It's
yeah!
not really a board game, but like
Hey, pen and paper.
That's my-
Hey, D&D's pretty doable over
Yeah.
distance.
I don't know if I want to commit to doing some sort of podcast version, but I do think that if we all get
Oh, for
together,
sure.
we should totally do like a comedy D&D night.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
for sure.
Yeah, have some
Do you guys
things that
ever
are
have
fun
the Metal
times.
Gear Risk?
I do know it exists, and I actually
I have it.
I was considering doing a listener suggested us doing a board game season. because I think there is a Risk version. There's also a Monopoly that's Metal Gear Solid 4 themed.
What?
I believe. And then I think there is a Metal Gear board game. I think it's a fan game. And I think there's a Metal Gear, I found it online, there's a Metal Gear pen and paper D&D style game.
Oh my god.
It's very comedic, but I think it'd be fun to do like a board game season.
I will have to see if I still have the Risk. I think I still have it.
Do you still have the Risk?
Oh god.
Yes, sir, I have the Risk.
AIDS ad. Like,
Oh my god.
I have a question.
Yes.
How?
he sounded so relieved. Like, thank God she has a question. What am I going to do?
Yeah, I was thinking there's like so much improv involved with podcasts. It's really crazy. How do you all feel about being like a secret companion to a lot of people out there who kind of use your just conversations as kind of a supplement to their daily life?
I don't think we talk about it a lot on the show, but I definitely think about it a lot.
Yeah.
So it's kind of wild. I won't reveal this person's name because it's, that's like a really personal thing. But I've been pretty open about my struggles with like anxiety and depression in public and on the show every so often, and like things like my sexuality and all kinds of stuff like that. And I got a letter a little bit back from a person who was talking to me about like their struggle with their like depression and things that are going wrong with them, and how the podcast helps that person kind of deal with it and kind of cope a little bit and kind of make the days a little bit brighter when they listen to the podcast. And that affected me pretty like a lot, because we're a bunch of people who love a series, and we're a bunch of goofballs, and we just say fuck a lot on the radio. But you forget that things like that help people. Like I hate to bring up the McElroy brothers again because they give me shit every time.
No, dude, no. I don't give you shit.
So around 2010-ish was like a time when I was in a very, very dark place for myself. And one of the things that helped me was listening to my brother and me, because that show was such like a positive kind of comedy experience, and it really helped me lighten up, and it even to this day has informed kind of my comedy style a little bit, the three of them. And just that one podcast, like to the point where I have a tattoo that comes from their like brand of podcast on my body. And it really did help me. And I never really thought, like, this medium, it can be very powerful. And I never really thought that, I and us and we were going to be the ones that like reached out and did that for somebody else. And I think getting that email really affected me and made me feel grateful that, I do this, and that people are deriving any kind of joy out of it, let alone like comfort. So I really appreciate that. And then as for the person that I reference, you know who you are, and I appreciate you very much. So
yeah, I think to kind of piggyback off of that, Alice and I were talking on the phone a couple days ago, and one of the things that kind of came up was like, I feel like before this podcast, and to some extent, like as a filmmaker, there's a very like delayed gratification. So like even before I moved to St. Louis, before I met James, before I was doing film as like a professional thing, I would work on short films with friends in my hometown, and it would take us like a couple weeks, couple months to shoot everything, and then it would take me like a couple months to edit everything. And then if I was lucky, I wouldn't just put things on YouTube. I would be able to put together like a screening at like a small business or like a bookstore or at an auditorium somewhere in town. And it was just so crazy that for me, I had to sit with this story for like sometimes years, all for this one night when 20 people would come, and a lot of them strangers, watch this movie, and then I would stand up and feel very self-conscious and have to kind of talk about what people saw. And every once in a while, like once every few screenings, I would get one person who would wait after to just talk to me and tell me like, hey, I was kind of going through some shit and I really appreciated your film and it really made me think about things differently. And just those moments were so powerful, but it would take like 2 years to have that moment. And it would just kind of be frustrating for me as a creative. And so that's kind of why when me and Isaac did the music, it was such a cool alternative. Because like if we're performing to like 200 or 300 people, which was normally the case, it was nuts. We'd get so many people to come out. Me and Isaac could literally press a fucking button like it was a video game and change the mood in the room instantly. And I used to love just like shifting music at the last second to do something really funny and making people laugh and dance and seeing people smile. And there's something about doing this podcast where like, I know we talk about numbers sometimes where like, I think for a long time we only had like 500, 600 listens a week or something. We're up to like 1,700 consistent listens a week, like unique. And I get a lot of emails from people and like Twitter DMs and Patreon messages. And like anytime I'm having a bad day, it's almost like clockwork. I don't ask for it. It just kind of shows up. And somebody will say like, hey, I know you guys seem kind of hard on yourselves about getting things done on deadline or whatever. But I just wanted to say that like, I'm just happy that you guys are doing this thing. And I get that it's a passion project, so like don't burn yourself out. And again, like that person knows who they are, but somebody sent me that letter on a day that I felt extremely burned out. And I was just like, oh my God, like thank you. And so I think in a weird way, there's the show that exists that we create, and then there's the show relationship that exists for everybody who listens. Mm-hmm. So at any given moment, there's 1,750 different versions of Metal Gear Mondays happening at the same time. And hearing Alice tell the story about like, I know it was a super goofy story, but about like the porn episode that played at your office, like knowing that there are people who listen to this show out loud in their house with their spouse, or they're listening to the show while they're doing their dishes and their kid is getting ready for school or whatever. And we've had people write in and say that like they listen to the show with their kids, or whatever. It's crazy. It's fucking nuts.
I'm not going to tell you how to do you, but maybe not.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, that like I mean, I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying it's fucking crazy to me that like we're just some yahoos talking into some microphones, and like I would argue that this is like the most reactive project I've ever done. And I think it's a big reason why I kind of, maybe even if it is like a detriment to my own productivity on other projects, I will always make time for Metal Gear Mondays, because I know that we have people who like engage, and I don't know, it just means a lot. Isaac, I feel like we never hear from you about this kind of stuff. What are you thinking?
Well, I mean, you guys both put it really nicely. I guess just to add to that is I never really thought that something like that I would be a part of like this would have impact across the world, essentially. Granted, I mean, I don't know, it's probably not on a grand scale.
I mean, we do have listeners
for us
in a lot of different countries.
Yeah. But like for us, even those just under 2,000 listeners or whatever, that to us seems huge, and to like the massive podcasters or whatever, that's probably a tiny number. But Alessio and Sam will forward us messages that they get from listeners, and it's always nice to just kind of be able to read those, and some of them are like really in depth, and some of them are very heartfelt. Some of them are like funny and off the wall, like that I don't know his name, the guy who found a box in his warehouse where he works, and
River
hid in there and sent us like a video of it.
Yeah, the level of people who engage with funny stuff, like Mike, who's a welder who draws Metal Gear characters at his work, like all these people doing Metal Gear things at their work. Like, calm down, people. Like,
all of the art.
Mike is great because Mike gave us our canon like visual of Matt Campbell, which is just Roy Campbell with Meryl's hair, and it's perfect.
Oh man, I love it. But yeah, just the amount of I guess love that we received is kind of pretty. I don't want to say surprising, but just kind of like it's really. I didn't expect it, so
we got a letter a while back, and I feel like I'm always going to cling to this memory for my entire life. We got a letter a while back, probably like 7 months ago, from somebody that said that they were like, I can't remember what it was. There was some reference in the letter that kind of implied that they're a little bit older, not like super old, but like probably like late 30s. And they said that like finding the podcast, there was one episode in particular that like literally made them emotional. And there was something about reading that a grown man had gotten teary-eyed over us talking about a thing that I will like never be able to shake the feeling that gave me. It was very unique, and I don't know, it just kind of goes to show that like to you what you think is just kind of like a casual fuck off project can really like mean a lot to somebody else, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And I also want to hear what James thinks about this too, because one of my favorite things that James has obviously been with the podcast for a shorter amount of time than,
James is shaking his head.
well listen, it's gonna be nice, I promise. James has been with the podcast for a shorter amount of time than the rest of us have been, but
how dare you?
Would you calm the fuck down? But one of my favorite like pieces of feedback that we've gotten since the podcast rebooted and since he has joined on the podcast is how much of like a sick ad he has been to the podcast. People love James, and I love that people love James because we all love James legitimately. He's awesome. So I want to know what James thinks about this topic too.
I mean, I think that you guys have something very special on your hands, and most people
us, James, you
that
guys
start
Who's
a
you
show
guys?
like this don't get any sort of following, and I think that I don't know. I think that it feels like you've done a lot of work, and you certainly have, and there's a lot of hours of this, but I feel like there's a lot more to come, and you guys are fostering something cool here.
James just like he just
James
responded to us like a
refuses-
client. It was good.
Yeah, James refuses to take credit for any of this.
Well,
he doesn't.
well,
He wants to distance himself at all.
Because I see the episodes people are listening to. People haven't heard me yet. There's
calm down.
troves of people who are going to get to me and be like, "Wow, when they rebooted this shit, yikes, yikes."
Miss Cameron.
Yeah, we miss Cameron. That's what they're going to be saying. I'm sure.
And that's when I revealed to everybody that James is actually Cameron.
Oh,
Yes,
plot
No, I'm kidding.
I hate the boss.
A long con.
I don't get
twist. I was so
subtext.
surprised by that. When I first heard that episode, I was like, "Who is this guy? Why is he here?"
Why is he here?
Yes.
I was like, "How can you not like Metal Gear? That's not compute."
Yeah, it was. I will say in the list of regrets that I legitimately have, not just jokingly on a skit, on the long list of regrets, starting a podcast with two new people playing Metal Gear. I never once considered what if the new guys hate it, and thankfully Isaac liked it. I think Cameron very much so towards the end did not enjoy his time. Mm-hmm. And I think we all kind of recognized that. So I think
Man,
it was an
thank
amicable.
God I liked it.
Yeah, thank God James liked it because I will say James was the one person that I was like kind of cognizant about it because James doesn't play like a ton of Japanese games, and so I was like, fuck, like this might have like a barrier of entry that like did not exist for Cameron because Cameron loves JRPGs. But yeah, thankfully everything worked out.
Yeah, I'm interested. How do you describe it to people? Not necessarily that you would anymore, but I was telling someone about the podcast, a friend of mine, and she was like, well, what's the game about? And I was trying to explain to her, and the more I would go into like all the minute, or try to like actually broad umbrella, I guess, of it, she just looked more and more bored. Like, why would I want to play a game like this? And it was like so hard to put into words everything that makes Metal Gear so great, because I feel like it's so many little things that add up.
It's like, I think
that are just really bizarre.
The best way to describe it is like, imagine like Doctor Strangelove the movie mixed with like James Bond, mixed with G.I. Joe, mixed with comic books and anime. Like, it's just like such a weird combination of things that
really
like
is.
makes people recoil. Like, it's just like, oh, military stuff? I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Oh, anime stuff? I don't know about that. Oh,
James
like,
Bond? I don't know about that.
yeah, it's a bunch of weird disparate parts that when you put them together, they work way too well.
Hey, I will say, I like that you're at least able to get to the point where you're describing like the actual content of the show. For me, anytime I ever bring it up, they're like, what's a podcast? And then I just go, have you seen a radio? It's like that. I'm on the radio.
Jesus.
It's explaining podcasts to people. My favorite thing about explaining, when I say, when people ask me like what I do in my free time, I tell them, and it's like, I'm like, oh yeah, like I play games and I like to read, and I enjoy being by the water, so I go to the park and I kind of just exist by the water. I do a podcast.
I exist by the water. I become a snail boy.
Yeah, I turn into a snail. Oh no,
Gosh.
no, and then I kind of like, and then I do a podcast. And like, you do a podcast? What's it about? I'm just like, oh, it's about video games. What video games? Metal Gear Solid. And they're just like, what's that? And it's like, fuck.
Yeah, there's
it's hard, right?
It's like a choose your own adventure book. It's like there are two paths that happen when you say, I do a podcast, and they go, about what? It's, okay, I'm going to say some words now, and they're either immediately going to understand, or they're immediately going to like not know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah. I feel like you at least explained it a little better than I did. I was like, well, there's this guy, and he like has to go infiltrate a base and be super stealthy, but he keeps getting screwed by all these people around him, and it's just like all these plot twists, and I don't know.
Kristen
I
still
can
to
always
this
read
day.
my cousin's story about it.
Oh,
nice.
Fan fiction episode.
You should absolutely read that to people.
Yeah, I'll just give them the story of the snake.
Kristen to this day still goes, how the fuck are you guys still talking about that video game? She goes, I don't
disagree.
She's like, I don't understand.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of
Don't
content.
disagree.
And still so much to come.
Well, I mean, like, we've been back for a while. Like, honestly, most of the time we've been back hasn't even been about Metal Gear.
Hey,
Yeah.
keep that to yourself. I don't want anybody to figure that out. Most of the time that we've been back, it's been Alessio frantically pushing Metal Gear Solid 5 as far away from the show as possible.
Oh, thank God.
It's a game.
Which is rough, because so many people write me and they say, I don't want to start playing until you get to it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm sorry that you have to continue to not play, but I don't
Sorry
want
that
to
you have to
play
continue to live in the bliss that is not having played that game.
We're doing you a favor.
Yeah.
We're trying to save you from what we know.
Yeah. I will say, I think the best thing that ever came out of Metal Gear Solid 5 has nothing to do with the game itself, and it has everything to do with a video I showed James, where they interviewed Kojima and some other people who worked on the game, and then the 10-minute video that's on Konami's YouTube ends with Kojima visiting the house of a kid who died from cancer, who kept writing the production team to tell them how much he couldn't wait for Metal Gear Solid 5, and Kojima gives a copy of the signed game to the family and visits the kid's room where he has like a huge Metal Gear Rex and a bunch of other stuff. And essentially Kojima says that he was an honorary member of the development team and that kid like helped push them through crunch. And like that fucking moment was so good. I was like, this is great. And then the whole time I was just like, this game is so bad though. Anyway. That's it.
And I was also being facetious, like including episode 80
Can you
and
define
81,
facetious?
like, about like most of our return
No,
about
I know.
Metal Gear. Like 13 of the 19 episodes that we have since we come back have been Metal Gear.
Yeah, it all ties into Metal
Yeah,
Gear.
it's all related.
It all It's all cyclical. It's
like
like
poetry.
It
Oh,
rhymes.
wow. You guys did it.
Yes, my dude.
Now Isaac has to have a moment with
I've
James,
seen
and we're
those
good.
behind-the-scenes featurettes too.
I will say we should do more of these. We should do like another season next year on movies that inspired Metal Gear, because people that aren't super into Metal Gear have come to the podcast for the movie episodes and stuck around.
Oh yeah.
People love
yeah.
movies.
Which is cool. Yeah, do you guys know that people like movies? It's so weird.
Man.
But Alice, do you have any other questions for us? Alice is like, this is like a weird machine where she just like looks at us funny and then we just start talking for an hour.
Oh, I should have prepped more for this.
We're like Siri, you know? Like she
I
accidentally
have
says
so many questions.
she accidentally
but
says seriously and we're like, huh? What? What?
I was like trying to Google questions to ask for a while, but I just wanted to listen.
You've been a great interviewer.
Well, maybe if there end up being more questions, we'll do another one of these. Maybe.
Yeah. Do you have is there anything that you're dying to know about anybody individually or anything at all related to the show?
Just anything at all in life.
Just
What can we
anything.
tell you about the world?
Yeah, I'll
mean-
answer literally any question.
I don't doubt it.
I have some questions for offline and like another day because it's late. But
Whoa.
Offline, oh boy.
wait, what? I don't understand.
Well, no, it's just like it's like offline, like take it offline, like you're not
Behind
supposed to ask them on
closed
the
doors.
podcast.
Just sounds like we're in trouble.
Yeah, she's like, I have
Yeah.
some questions for you. Why did you feel like this was okay to say?
Yeah.
No.
No, I'm totally teasing. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us. I know it's late your time and Isaac's time. Y'all are on the same time. We have two people in the same time zone that don't live next to each other. This is great.
Yay, time zones. That's not a dumb construct.
How do they work?
I don't know. Well, cool. Do you guys want to wrap it up then?
Yeah, why not?
Yay.
Yeah, why not?
That's kind of how the show came to be too. Yeah, why not? But yeah, so let's wrap it up. As always, if you like what you're listening to, and hopefully you do, you can go to patreon.com/Metal Gear Mondays to give us your money. All proceeds go towards the show. We're like $20-ish away from being able to start breaking ground on a website and SEO and all kinds of fun shit that's going to take up more of my time, but in a good way.
I love SEO, dude.
Oh yeah, it's the last syllable of my name.
SEO.
But if you guys give us $2 a month minimum, you can get a whole other podcast, which comes out twice a month. And you also get all the episodes of this show early as they finish being edited. There's other cool goodies at different tiers, so check a look. You can also follow us on Twitter at Metal Gear Monday, or on Facebook, Metal Gear Mondays, or on Instagram, Metal Gear Mondays. And go to bit.ly/MGM store for fun merch. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we need to plug. I think that's it. You can see the things that I'm doing that aren't Metal Gear related at AC Summerfield on Twitter or acsummerfield.com. James, where can people find you?
At James Reichmuth on Twitter or jamesreichmuth.com.
Yeah, we don't have enough revolving seats on this, so it dawned on me that like we just kind of repeat the last 10 minutes of every episode. Or we could probably just edit 10 minutes from a previous episode and slap it at the end of every other episode.
No, because we put a different personality in them.
All right, Sam, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Sanjul. That's SANJUUL.
Very different.
And that's
You
it.
mean San Jewel?
I think that was the same.
That's Sand Jewel.
That's the fucking joke.
Isaac, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Don't Have No Twit.
Woo!
Nope, not that.
That's not what it is.
That's not the one.
You got it wrong.
Gotcha.
Oh man.
Don't got no thing. Twit.
Doesn't have a twit.
Still off.
Nope. You're trying. You are trying.
You're circling it.
Alice, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me on Instagram. My handle is Titwillow. No W.
Love it. I thank you so very much, Allison. Alice, god damn it. Alice. Alice, fuck all things. Alice, my bad.
You were the one. Listen, I want to.
It's because it's top of mind. It's because it's top of mind.
Alessio was the one who told us.
I know, it's
first
hilarious.
Alice, and he's the only one who said your full name.
I need to just change my name.
Guys, I'm a full name kind of person. It's weird. I don't know why. When people
I'm gonna start calling Alessio Alice.
do it,
People
Alice.
do that.
Alessa too, like from Silent
like
Hill.
Alessa Gillespie.
Yes.
That also
Why,
happens.
yes, that came up
Yeah.
on that episode.
I'm psychic.
Again, like
Only
Alessa
some-
Gillespie. Oh, very
only
weird, by the way.
sometimes.
There's a goddess in the Elder Scrolls games that is Alessia as well. There's a lot of like evil female
that.
characters with part of my name. It's very weird. But yeah, I will throw this out there. So if you guys are listening to this, Alice will join us again on other episodes. This is not the last of Alice.
It's like the end of a Marvel movie. Alice will return.
Alice will return. We will have her on. My hope, my goal, I'm going to commit to this, is with the remaster of Metal Gear Solid 1. I do want to have Alice on for one of those episodes, minimum. And I do want to have Alice on if we do an MGS2 remaster season in the near future, because I would love to hear your thoughts on those games. Outside of that, Alice is going to be going to Japan, and I'm hoping, beyond hope, that she gets into the Metal Gear experience so she can tell us about that shit firsthand.
I'm so excited.
Also,
Oh, and
pachinko machine.
also, we have to help Alice find the pachinko machine because we are having difficulty hunting one down.
Yes,
if
please help.
if anybody who's listening to this on the Patreon feed, or if it's on the general feed before she goes to Japan, please help us find this fucking pachinko machine. And then she will awkwardly have her dad wait outside while she goes in and interacts with it, and a bunch of smoking, sweaty Japanese men.
Oh god, I'm terrified.
For anybody who doesn't remember, the Metal Gear experience is like an escape room that's like themed around Shadow Moses. So I'm very excited. I think do you have to do it in groups? I think you can do it solo.
I'm probably gonna have to do it solo, but if anyone's over in Tokyo while I'm there and wants to do it with me, we should go.
Yeah,
like it.
I can post about it on Facebook and Twitter as well. I do know that some of our Australian listeners, because they're so close to Japan,
They just take fucking day trips.
yeah,
to
they
Japan.
love to go to Japan. So maybe you can find
hell
an
yeah.
awesome Australian listener to interact with. But yeah, that's it. That's been the show. That's the thing. You know what I wish that we could do? I wish that if we had the money, that we could put together like a fancy compilation, maybe put them all on vinyl discs or maybe CD-ROMs, and box it, the whole show up in a very special collector's edition season box. And I think it would be a cardboard box, and it would probably say it's just a box on the box. So there's your box.
Just a box.